In every culture and cuisine, broth can make or break a soup, and ramen noodle soup is no exception. What goes into the pot has got to be perfect. And judging by the crowds and their sold-out soups, the peeps at Hapa Ramen are doing it right. Today, chef and owner Richie Nakano is letting us roll through his kitchen and giving us a sneaky peek at what goes on behind the scenes. And this is definitely where the magic happens. Did you grow up eating ramen?
I didn't grow up eating traditional Japanese style ramen, but I grew up eating top ramen, like most American kids. Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, exactly. It was the first thing I learned how to cook by myself.
Really?
Yeah, because all you have to do is boil water, drop noodles in, add the flavor packet.
What makes a good bowl of ramen?
Well, you have to have great broth and you have to have great noodles. So they have to have the right texture, and the soup has to be rich and deeply flavored, but it has to be balanced out also.
Yeah.
It can't be too meaty, it can't be too sweet, it can't be too fishy, it can't be any of those things.
So when you're making this, are you constantly tasting it and trying to get a certain flavor that's in your head?
Yeah, definitely, and it's something that we've worked on for a really long time, and if you tasted our soup 6 months ago, it's completely different than it is right now. So here is the pork broth, and it's been cooking for a few hours now, and in there we have dashi broth, chicken bones, and pork necks.
That's the pork necks are the big ones.
Yeah, it's these big guys kind of sticking out right here.
Oh my God.
And then a little bit later on, he's gonna turn it on full blast, and what that's gonna do is just take all of the collagen, gelatin, fat, bone marrow, sort of everything, and just start recirculating it all back into the soup, which gives it that sort of cloudy, rich, sticky texture almost, that makes for a really great ramen stock. So this is our vegetarian stock right here, and it has sugar pie pumpkins, caramelized vegetables, miso, and it's all built on a seaweed broth base.
And the seasonal vegetables in this are great.
Yeah.
Smell great, give it a really nice twist. So can you lift this by yourself?
No, no.
The egg! I do love an egg on everything, and I know you guys have an optional egg in the ramen, but it's very different.
Right.
How do you prepare it?
So it's actually one of the easiest things that we make. We have this really neat temperature controller that sort of sucks water in and heats it up and then pumps it back out and keeps everything the same temperature for a long period of time. And they cook just perfectly. So the white just sets. The yolk kind of goes custardy almost.
Right, it's really creamy.
Yeah, it's runny, but it's not thin runny like it might be in a sunny side up egg. For me, it's my favorite way to eat an egg.
I'm glad that's not a bunch of eggs.
Right.
I know that for your ramen, you're using local and seasonal products, and even from certain distributors here in the Bay Area, which can be expensive.
Right.
So why is it so important to you?
There's a lot of different reasons. I think the most important reason is it's the best that you can get. And so for your guest, and you want to make the best food, that's what you should be getting. To be able to go out and see the food and talk to the farmer who grew it and everything, you can really develop really good relationships with them and get even better products than you would normally get.
And I think it's just the way you run your business. It's like a family environment.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely. And that's the most important thing, is not just sustaining the environment, but sustaining people also. And that's what we try to do with all of our employees, and make it a good place to work and make it a place where you can bring your kid to work with you. Yeah. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, I cannot wait to get my next bowl of ramen.
Well, you're in luck because we're serving tomorrow starting at 10 a.m. at the Ferry Plaza. So
I will
come on
be
down
there.
and see me.
So is there some secret handshake in the restaurant industry?
Well, you never shake hands in a restaurant because you want to have clean hands all the time.
Okay.
So what all the cooks do is they just give a little slap and then do the bump.
Okay, so we'll do, there we go.
All right.
And I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, Sam.
All right, thanks. I'm off to get my ramen. I'm gonna have the Big Daddy. Hapa Ramen is the spot for lunchtime Asian fusion in San Francisco, especially here at the Ferry Plaza Market. Hapa Ramen's goal? Responsible ramen. They use local produce, poultry, and pork to bring you the goodness. And one menu item that hits my soup spot, their sexy steaming bowl of Big Daddy Ramen, which is braised pork belly and fried chicken, vegetables, and a sous vide egg on top. Look at that pork belly. That looks awesome. How do I like dig into this sucker? Oh man, it's totally quivering. This will warm you up on a cold day. That is good stuff.